As the Omicron variant continues to show up in provincial COVID cases, the odds of kids going back to school in early January remains a big question mark. Thunder Bay's two largest school boards are preparing for the worst, but have hopes for the best. Mitchell Ringos reports.
Thunder Bay Catholic Board Director Pino Tassoni says he's an optimist and is hopeful they will be back to face-to-face learning on January 3rd, as he believes the Ford government doesn't have an appetite to go back to virtual learning. The board did prepare for that possibility on the last week of school, but Tassoni wants everyone to enjoy their Christmas and not worry about the decision until it's time to head back, and insist their schools are the safest places for students and staff to be.
We are very firm with our health and safety measures in terms of PPE and screening and everything that we need to do within our schools to keep our kids safe. So I'm hopeful that we will be back, but health and safety, that Omicron will trump everything that we do. So it could happen, but if I were a betting man, I'm hopeful that we will be back face to face.
Lakehead Public Schools Director Ian McCrae is also very optimistic they will be able to go back to school in early January, as he says there is no substitute for kids being in a classroom with their peers, their teachers, and school support staff. McCrae says having to go back to virtual would be particularly devastating at this point. The board is hoping to hear a decision within a week before the restart of classes so they can properly prepare to gear up for another learning situation. But he's hoping that is a last choice scenario.
We're hoping that with the vaccine situation improving and people being more cognizant of their responsibilities with regard to masking and distancing and not having large gatherings over the holidays, that we'll be able to return to the situation that we left prior to the break.
And only time will tell if the kids will come back to school on January 3rd or if they will have to go back to virtual learning once again, as that decision will be up to the Ford government with input from local health units. Mitchell Ringos, TBT News.